Man, welcome to No Stunt TV, man. It's been a long time coming, but we hit the ground running. Man, this ain't no play. Man, Cam, who we got today, fam?
Man, today we got the McDonald's All-American 2023 draft lottery pick. My nigga AB.
Yeah.
Man,
So with it.
you know what time it is. So, AB, what's been happening, man? I know you've been in Cali and stuff, How's that been?
Nah, it's been solid. We just been out there chilling, hooping, trying to get better, coming up, getting ready for the draft. So we went from school to Cali, and we was out there for like 6 weeks. But, yeah, it was cool.
So, I know it's a huge difference from being in Arkansas and then you shooting all the way out to Cali. Just tell me a little bit about, like, how different it was, and did it take you a minute to adjust, or was it normal because you used to traveling?
Nah, it was a little different. It's West Coast compared to, like, Arkansas. So, it wasn't too much to do out there where we was at, but, weather was cool. It was nice to get some good weather coming from Arkansas, where it's always cold. But, yeah, we was just out there hooping, so, it was all chill, all good.
Nah, that's facts. So what made you be like, all right, man, I'm finna shoot out to Cali now that I'm declared for the draft and I'm going to train out here in order to, develop my game to the next level? What made you make that decision?
Yeah, it was away from home, so it wasn't too many distractions.
For sure.
Feel me? Like, we was just out there working on our game, and, it was all hoops out there. It really wasn't nothing to do for real, so it was all hoops, and, we was just out there getting better.
That's hard. So I see you just locked in with an agency.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you be like, all right, this the one? Like, 'cause I know you was running through multiple interviews, different people, trying to get a feel for them. Like, what about this agency made you feel comfortable that they gonna have, put you in the best hands for your career?
I just trusted him, to be honest. And, I've been talking to him for, like, a year almost before I actually signed with him.
That's hard.
So, I just trusted him. The main dude at the agency, Bill Duffy, he's been an agent for, like, 20, 30-plus years. So, I trust he's going to make the right decision. And, it's all cool people. So, it was just a level of trust right there.
Nah, for sure. Loyalty over everything, man.
No cap.
That's why I still fuck with this squarehead ass nigga. Come on now. But, man, what I want to know is really, because this your partner, how'd y'all end up linking up? Like, what made you be like, I'm a fuck with this nigga? Because when he used to run and shit, he was getting dunked on and all types of shit. So, like,
Hell no.
y'all meet hooping or, like, what happened?
Shooting face off, nigga.
Nah, we met hooping 7th grade.
Okay.
8th grade.
8th grade.
Eighth grade.
It was 8th grade.
8th grade.
Nah, they came to we played against Grapevine Middle School. They came to our school and got cooked.
Gave him a little trouble. That's
Nah,
what it
Cam
was.
got cooked.
Man, he
for
got
sure.
belt to ass, huh?
Yes.
Nah,
100%.
wasn't nothing like that.
Niggas was just on the
It was
court
a humble
running.
loss, we was trash, but we was still hanging in there.
Man, your ass was on the court running, man, just up and down.
Hell no.
Nigga just getting his cardio up.
Nah,
Back when Cam had the waves, like
right.
the real waves,
Back when
the
the nigga
tights.
was little, though. A little smaller shit.
Nah,
that's
that's like you big dog, nigga.
Shit, I am.
Nah, that's how it was.
That's what's up, fam. So, if you could tell me, like, man, what's the craziest story? Because y'all been friends since 8th grade, so shit, that's all through high school, now through college, and then boom, you about to go to the league. So, tell me the craziest story that y'all have experienced so far together, like just you and Kim.
Shoot.
That you could disclose,
Yeah.
fam.
You got
Man,
a few. Which ones you gonna tell them about?
I don't know. It's a couple of them though.
We
Man.
got stuck at old girl house.
Nah.
Let me think.
Man,
We was on the way back on the highway.
Oh, yeah.
We was driving back. We was driving back home. It was late at night. It was an accident on the highway, and we was in
I'm
traffic.
tired.
Standstill traffic probably for like 40 minutes.
Damn.
And
He was asleep first.
I'm dozing off. And I just, how you just feel the cars just start to go, like, beside you. So I, start to wake up, and I look to my left and Cam at the wheel asleep.
Man,
I'm
Sleep
talking
at
about
the
dead in
wheel.
the middle. Everybody driving around like this.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, fam. This a sleepy ass nigga for real.
I know. I do.
I'm talking about we went to go kick it at the Baylor game. It was a football game. Me and all my cousins, we pull up. This nigga already there. When we walk down there and come to our seats, this nigga dead sleep at the Baylor game. I'm talking
I
about
felt
black
green.
the
I'm
fuck
just in the
out.
stands like this by myself.
Man, no
I don't know
cap.
what it just
Nah,
seemed like.
Cam was asleep at one of our games.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
The red and white game.
Oh yeah, I was. I was up in the
Cannot make
stands,
this
knocked
shit
out.
up.
Bro.
That's crazy. But man, fam, so let's go back to the basics. Let's hit the beginning. Like, So how did this all start? Like, where did you develop your love for the game? And like, at first, did you feel like from off rip when you first started playing sports, you knew basketball was for you, or did you like, okay, were you a baseball player at first, or tell us about that?
Nah, I played everything for real: football, baseball, soccer, and basketball. But my pops played basketball, so I kind of had like a little bit of like love for it already.
Yeah.
And I like watching. I grew up watching Gilbert Arenas since I was little.
Nah, for real.
I watched him a lot. But I played pretty much all my sports. I quit playing baseball and soccer like in middle school, but it was football and basketball till like my junior year. And I was getting recruited to play football before basketball, so I don't really share, even though I wanted to play basketball.
Yeah.
Then once I started getting recruited for basketball, I could finally put down football since I knew like I'm gonna get a scholarship in basketball. So that's when I really started locking in on just hoops when I quit football my junior year.
Man,
Well, you think if your high school football team was better, you would have chose football? Like if y'all was just cold, you think you would have chose football?
I don't know if I would have chose it, but I definitely would have played through my senior year. But we wasn't going nowhere. So
keep it real, AB. Niggas not trying to take them hits, man. Come on.
That's another thing, bro.
But they had you at receiver?
Yeah, I was receiver. I was staying out the middle though. I already told them I'm not going to the middle.
Man, that slant with the linebacker, I know what time it is.
If I catch that in the middle, I'm running straight out of bounds.
Literally.
Not up the field, nowhere to the sideline.
You had any hard hits before though? Like helmet
Bro,
popped off?
Not off, but my first scrimmage in my junior year, we was scrimmaging Mesquite Horn, and they threw me across the middle.
Oh.
And I tried to put a move, and the dude got my legs, and somebody just came and cleaned me up. That was my first catch in my junior year. I got hit like that. I'm like, man.
Reality check. Knew he wasn't going back.
Yeah, this gotta be my last year.
Nigga said he got his head knocked clean off. That sound like Cam last week.
Shit.
You know what happened at 7?
Shit, 7 what?
7th Street.
Crazy as hell. Somebody put Wavy ass in the blender. I had to come save him.
Man, fuck on.
Seen a little head of that nigga getting punched down. I was like, damn, hold on, that's good. That's found. Watch out.
Hey, don't believe this nigga. You know who the big dog is, man. But man, so was there ever a point in your career whenever you was hooping, all the way from like middle school? Because you say did you start hooping in middle school, or like what age did you start hooping?
Nah, I hoop, but I always played rec until like 7th grade.
Okay.
So,
And you started with Coach Sean then?
yeah. Play with my AU coach.
How you get introduced to 3D though?
My dad, I think, played with Sean, so it was like a little connection right there.
That's right.
So it was like, I might as well just play for Sean. I was trash too, so like he really did me a favor by letting me play for him.
He turned you up.
He did for sure.
That's hard. So at what point in your career did you ever have a point in your career you're like, damn, like I don't think this shit gonna work. Maybe this shit not cut out for me. Like, when was that point? And then what did you do within yourself to overcome it and become who you are today?
Yeah, I definitely had that point. This is when I was still playing football. So like, I remember Sean. I was having a bad practice and Sean threw me out. And I remember I just walked out and slammed the door. I was just sitting on the floor in the hallway like, man, I'm about to quit. Like, I'm done. I'm thinking like, I got football now, so I don't even have to play basketball. But
wait, how old was you then?
this was like my sophomore year.
For sure.
It's a long time ago, but I was just sitting there like, man, I'm about to quit. I'm not good. I'm trash. But I don't know. That was when I wasn't like, back then I wasn't too confident in myself. Like, but I had to learn how to be confident in myself.
Yeah, once you get that confidence, then like, yeah, I'm AB, nigga.
That kill switch.
Man, probably like my June that summer. Like, this was like earlier before the summer. This is still like almost during football season, but that summer, from then on, I kind of had it. But like, I say like 100% full confidence. Like, it was this year in the Maui Tournament. I was hooping.
Oh, yeah.
That was like first big tournament of the year, and I was hooping. So
That's when you
from
felt
then
like
on,
hang with people.
yeah. Then I was like, okay, I kind of might got it a little bit.
Man, for us who don't know, what is the Maui Tournament?
Yeah, it's just like a start of the season. Everybody has tournaments like in different places, like college. They all got different tournaments. It's like a Maui one, Atlantis, New York. So like basically that's like you play non-conference team before, so like you play like some decent competition. But like those tournaments at the start is like where you play the first good teams.
That's hard.
So like my whole team, we was just really like turned for that game, like the first game of that tournament.
There was hella competition there, or what's up?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's hard.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So you
super.
would say like the first half of high school, like it was like that was a little shaky, but like you feel like the second half, like that's when you kind of like start elevating.
Yeah, for sure. Especially in high school, because at my first school, I wasn't really playing on the ball because we had good players my freshman year. So I was starting playing just. I had a different role though because we had good older players like seniors. I'm a freshman, so I'm still not even tall for real, not athletic, none of that. So I'm just living with it. Sophomore year, same type of thing. Then my junior year, my coach at Coppell, he really started letting me play more. So from then on, like, yeah, I'd say that was the better half of my high school.
You feel like Duncanville was like, you feel like that helped you a lot going there?
I feel like it helped me because they pushed me a lot, like more than I got pushed at Coppell. You know, I feel like sometimes some coaches like the better players get away with some. Like it's other coaches.
In high school,
yeah, the other coaches like they press the best players and try to make them better. So that's kind of how it was.
So, would you say it took whenever you got to Duncanville that you was like really the big man on campus and like everybody knew it was like solidified? Like, man, we got AB, so we know we gonna take this shit all the way. Like, when was that moment? Like,
yeah, I would say kind of like when I went to Duncanville, but they was already good before I went there. Like they would have won even if I didn't go there, but kind of because I was just coming off a good summer, like while I was getting most of my offers and getting like ranked higher and all that. So like that was my first season after like actually having some type of like rep and you know what I'm saying, like some type of buzz.
Well, but you had some little like troubles your senior year. Like, tell us about like your mental throughout like the whole season from everything that was going on.
No, I wasn't really tripping to be honest, like through the whole thing. But basically, they said since I transferred, but we moved and all that. They were saying like, you know, I can't play. I was going back and forth from playing and not playing. Like they were saying I could play, couldn't play. I wasn't really too worried about it. I was just trying to get better for real. And so I was just working out every day, not playing, just trying to get better.
Was that like on a week by week basis? Like one game they'd be like, okay, yeah, you eligible. Next game they'd be like, hell no, you're not playing, like kind of thing.
That's basically what it was.
And that was just all because you moved, or like what happened with that? If you feel comfortable speaking.
I mean, just my old coaches didn't feel like. I mean, I guess they just didn't want me to play when we moved.
No, facts.
I guess they thought.
They didn't want to see you turn up for real.
Yeah, I guess they thought it was my choice to move. Like, I don't know. I don't think no 18-year-old or 17, however old, is making no choice to move their family. So I was just going with whatever. I don't think they liked it though.
That's crazy. But they gotta realize you're only a kid. They really could have jeopardized. But man, we keep pushing. Life went up. So you won the state championship your senior year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got that stripped away from you. How did that feel? And you know what happened with that?
You won MVP too, right?
Yeah. Nah. I don't know. I think everybody kind of knows what it is.
Yeah.
The team that we played, we beat them by 20 in the championship. So
light.
Yeah, I mean, the semifinal team should have won the championship if anybody after they stripped it from us because that was our best game. It was beating us by like 20 and we had to come back. But nah, we're not really tripping. We got our rings, the medals, everything.
You are the champ.
So
everybody kind of knows like. Everybody kind of knows what it is.
Nah, that's what's up. So, transitioning from high school to college, like I know college can get crazy, especially when you're on a hoop team. So, like, how was that? Like going to college, you know, you starting point guard at Arkansas, you the man. So, you know, the hoes gonna treat you different. Everybody gonna treat you different. How was it like balancing that?
I mean, it was cool. Like. It was pretty weird because, you know, you don't really get that in high school. But in Arkansas, they don't really got NBA team, NFL, hockey, none of that soccer. So everybody was pretty focused on us. It was a lot of attention, though, but, you know, most of us really just trying to just stay focused, especially during the season. Yeah. Like, we was trying to win games, and especially when we went through, like, a 5-game losing streak. So, like, you know, we was really just trying to tune everybody out and just hoop. But, you know, it's tough to do that when you go places and, like, you're just trying to go do something regular, but you got to talk to these fans and stuff like that. People asking why you're not winning, why this happening. But, yeah, we just try to tune all that out, to be honest. It was crazy, though.
It's a part of the game.
What's like one of the craziest DMs you got after a game?
Nah, DMs get wild because it be off like a burner account.
Yeah.
You're obviously never gonna see them. Even if you see them, you're not gonna know it's them. It's like, I don't know. It's been crazy ones though. Just, it's a lot of people who bet on the game. So like,
They be mad, huh?
yeah.
You be responding or you just
Nah, I don't respond, but it depends. If it's somebody I could check, then I'll respond. But I don't even be hostile. I just respond, and then end up them just. It's just cool. We just laugh it off. Like, it's like at the same time, I just be like, "Why are you betting on me? Like, I didn't tell you to bet on me."
So, how you like the atmosphere of Arkansas though, like the fans and stuff?
Nah, it was lit. Yeah, it was crazy. It was like 20K at every game, sold out. Win, lose. We could lose 5 in a row and have a home game. It's gonna be 20,000 people still. So like, the support was there all the time. Nah, it was crazy in there. It was loud too.
So how was what was the difference between like, and did it scare you too as well? Like, okay, you used to packing out little high school gyms, but now you at college, you in a big ass arena, like
Lights
you said,
bright as hell.
man.
The lights is bright.
As hell.
You got it's showtime. Like, how much different was that, and did that put any fear into you? Like, damn, I'm on a whole different level now. Like, everybody watching me.
I wouldn't say it made me scared. I was kind of nervous though. First, I haven't been nervous like during the game, but like
Before
when we came out for the first time, before the game, and I'm thinking like, okay, this gonna be a good warm up game. Cause it's first game. We're not playing Duke or Bama or no Kentucky, but we came out and it was sold out. First game, not even playing a Power 5 team.
That's the game you got the highlight. You punched on it. Didn't you? Yeah.
Nah, that was the exhibition game.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But first real game, it was sold. So like, I think me and Nick just looked at me and he looked around and he just looked at me and we was both like, damn, like,
It's getting
this
real.
is wild, yeah. It's like we got to hoop.
So how was it hooping with hoopers like you were saying, Nick, Jordan Walsh, Ricky? Like, how was that, man?
Nah, it was crazy. We were a super fun team to watch, even if we were losing. Like, I thought it was enjoyable watching us because you got those 3 dudes who could all make highlight plays and stuff like that. It's super fun playing with dudes who can get you like lit off of dunks and Ricky do crazy dunks, Jay Walsh dunking, Nick going for 25.
Man,
like it's just like we had a crazy dynamic and we was like that team. Like we don't look if you look at the record like win loss, like we might have a couple of losses, but like we're that team that still like everybody mess with. Like it's still fun to watch us regardless.
What's the locker room like with all them though? Is it just live?
No, it was live. It's all cool dudes, chill dudes. Like the whole team was all solid and cool. We gelled together pretty well, so it was never really no problems. But yeah, I mean after a big win, stuff like that, it was always lit.
no, for sure. So, man, like, who was like in the locker room? You always got that one player because everybody hard headed. We still young. We growing up. Who was that one player that really like made sure that everybody stayed on their pivot and they was doing exactly what they were supposed to do and keeping everybody out of trouble? Because I mean, it's only natural, like you said. Y'all the biggest thing out there. There's no NFL, NBA. Like, who really was like, man, I'm gonna keep y'all on y'all pivot. Let's keep this going.
It was probably me and Devo together.
Yeah.
Because Devo, this was his 3rd year there, so he kind of knew like what it was. And a lot of our transfers came from like lower level schools or places that basketball wasn't this serious in. So like we all weren't used to being this known and just walking around, people knowing us and watching every move. So like, yeah, I mean he did a good job setting an example of like how to move and how to be smart about everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that. He was good with that.
And then when you first get in there, you younger than everybody, but like you coming in with such a big role, like how everybody like react. Like, you think it was hard for the older people to be like, man, I ain't listening to him. Like,
yeah.
Like, how was that, like, coming in trying to, like, prove your dominance, but you younger than everybody?
Yeah. I mean, at the start, definitely. Because, like, point guard, you got to kind of, like, run the team. You got to be vocal, and you got to talk to them. So, I mean, in their defense, we all didn't really know each other for real. Like, everybody's coming in from – we got transfers from all different teams, young players coming in from different states, different schools. So, like, not everybody knew each other. So, like, at first it was kind of like a little rocky, but I think they felt like I was just trying to, Like,
Little boy him?
yeah. Like, they didn't know me yet, so they didn't know, like, I wasn't on that. But then, like, you know, once we all...
Just in a humble way, huh? You kind of
Yeah.
just kind of, yeah.
Like, once we all came together, you know, they was trusting me. And we was all just talking to each other, like, you know, we could talk to each other spicy at the end of the year, but at the start, it's kind of like you don't even know me, so...
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Don't come in here 18 years old trying to charge up me. I'm 21 and stuff like that. But, yeah, it definitely took some warming up, though. After that, it was cool.
That's definitely just the politics, man.
But then, what about, like, a player, like, say, like, they just come into college? What do you think, like, the best way to, like, impress a coach or just, like, what's the best way to, like, you know, represent yourself? Because, you know, everybody just want to come in and score and everything.
Yeah.
That's, like...
It just depends. Like, you really got to play a role. Depend on, like, our team was, you had roles. It's kind of like an NBA team. So, like, you got to come in and do what coach asks you if you want to play. Like, if coach asks you to shoot the ball and play defense, you don't need to be trying to ISO and play one-on-one all the time, stuff like that. Big mans, if you can't shoot and coach wants you to be on the block and catch lobs and rebound and defend, you got to do just what coach asks you to do because in college, everybody's good. So, like, if you don't do it, it's somebody on the bench that'll do it.
Facts.
And they'll do whatever since they're not playing. So, you just kind of got to do what coach wants you to do and just play hard. And you got to put in extra work, too, outside of practice. That's how you gain a coach's trust for being in the gym.
So, like, who was the coldest team that you played in college and you were like, damn, like, these niggas, like, nice?
Bama was pretty good.
Nah, that's
I'm not
facts.
gonna lie. Bama was good. San Diego State was good too. We was on the road when we played. We beat them, but we had lost a close game before, but that was probably like the best ball we were playing all year, and we barely beat them. We got like a lucky putback to take us to overtime, and we won the overtime. That was like the toughest team. 'Cause they're all like 25, 24-year-olds, and we got 6 freshmen, so we're all 18, 19.
Yeah.
A couple of 21-year-olds maybe, but that's definitely the toughest team with San Diego State.
So, who y'all think y'all was beefing with the most? LSU? Or you think like with everything, like it was always you know some type of friction every time you got on the court?
I mean, we didn't like LSU, but they weren't really good. So like, it's not. Yeah, it's like it's not really any type of beef. Like it's not like a rivalry.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
what was it with those guys that y'all just?
They had a kid who came from Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
So like,
they
was all trying to be chippy the whole game. They beat us too. We played terrible. Like first SEC game. Coach got us thinking they're the dream team because, you know, that's what coaches do.
Yeah.
We come in nervous at LSU and we lost the first one. But, you know, second time we played them at the crib, we smacked them by like 15 plus 20. So, nah. I mean, it was friction there just off of the first game and how they acted because they was acting like they just won the Super Bowl after they beat us.
Man, so coming in, let's rewind a little bit, fam. So coming from high school, going to college, how many offers did you have coming out of high school?
I think I had like 22, like when they all came down to it.
Who was your very first offer, though?
For basketball, my first offer was North Texas.
Okay, and you didn't want to stay home, huh? You just wanted to outweigh your options, probably?
Yeah, I was just waiting. That was, I think, kind of towards the end of my sophomore year or my junior year. But, yeah, I definitely just wanted to wait and see. I knew the coach up there through, like, his son played with the same AU team, so I kind of knew him a little bit. But, you know, yeah, even he told me I was probably a higher level than that, so I was just waiting and seeing where I could get after that.
Did you think it would get to, like, the 20s, though?
Nah, I mean, I wasn't even really thinking about it, to be honest.
Kind of in the motion with it.
And then I just seen it keep going up, and, I mean, yeah, it was crazy. It was a blessing, for sure.
Nah, that's for sure, man. Did you get an offer from Baylor?
I did.
You did? So, with that being the school where your mother attended, did that kind of affect, like, did that have any weight on your decision at all? Like, and like, why didn't you choose to like follow in her footsteps, kind of, you know, choose Baylor? Because they had a squad over there too.
Yeah, nah, that was good. Nah, that was definitely one of the best teams. I should have said Baylor. Yeah. That was one of the best teams. That was nice,
man.
But nah, she didn't ever really pressure me. She kind of just told me to do whatever. I feel like it was right in my heart, and even like from the whole jump, she never pressured me to play sports and nothing like that. So like, she was just kind of cool on it. She was just kind of telling me she'll guide me and do all that, but she's not going to try to tell me where to go.
Man, it sound like your mom, your biggest support system. Would you say that?
For sure. Her and my brother, Yeah, definitely them two.
My fro right here.
Nah, that's my other brother though.
Okay, I thought he
Shout
was.
out Christian, man.
No cap.
I thought he was the water boy over there, man.
He's a pro boy.
Oh man, but so let's talk about March Madness, man. So how was it playing in the tournament initially, and like what was the pressure surrounding it, and how much different was it? Cause like, man, that's like honestly that's like as big as NBA playoffs, like
Yeah,
Super Bowl caliber. Like
facts.
March Madness is crazy. So tell us about that.
Nah, it was March was crazy, and like just building up. Even we had the SEC tournament before, so it kind of like gave us like a little bit of tournament like prep. So we lost that one, and like we lost the SEC tournament. We're like now if we lose in March, we're done for the whole year. So like it kind of tightened us up, but it was definitely a little bit of pressure. Like out the gate, I think we kind of knew we were a little bit better than Illinois, but you know it's still like it's March Madness. Like it's probably like the most anticipated sports event all year, unless it's a World Cup that year. It's like you knowing who's all gonna be watching you and stuff like that. It was a little bit of nerve-wracking, but nah, like probably the first 10 minutes was real. Everybody was real tight and nervous. We had a lot of young dudes who hadn't been there. So
How you feel like you play like in the March Madness? How you feel like you perform?
I mean, it was solid. My first game, I was super nervous, so I just came out shooting. I was shooting everything. That was just out of me being a little nervous. But other than that, I feel like I did pretty well. Illinois game, I played well. KU game, I rolled my ankle, like probably worse. I rode it all year, but I just stayed on the court. I didn't really play my best on offense, but I was just trying not to let them score, to be honest, because Devo was hooping that game. So that game, I wasn't really hooping, but I was still doing good stuff. And then the last game, we just got cooked by UConn. But I mean, I came out aggressive. I guess you could say I was hooping. I think I had 20, but nah, yeah, we got cooked, so that don't even matter. We got people like 20.
And then like your play style, like your main thing just be like you unselfish. So like, how is it like playing with somebody that's forcing it? Cause you know like you hooping with somebody and they forcing it. You like when I get it, I'm finna do something with it. Like
Yeah.
Like how do you stay like I'm gonna play the right way? Like
Yeah. Well, you gotta know like most scorers are gonna do that. To be honest, regardless of what level it's at, like it's always gonna be a little bit of selfish play. But especially being one of the leaders, my job is just to like keep everybody together. So like we can't really have nobody just out there being like, okay, he's doing this, so when I get it, I'm gonna do this. Like we had to kind of just
put your pride to the side.
Yeah. And like we were just trying to win. So one dude was being selfish. Maybe he'll come out anyway. So we try not to trip and cause a scene and just explode like as a team. But nah, it's gonna be selfish dudes everywhere.
No,
so you know, that's how it is.
So, like, as far as intensity and conversations and everything like that, whenever you guys got in the tournament, like, how were the conversations different? Were they, like, more intense? Was everybody more locked in, more serious? Because, you know, what was at stake and what you trying to bring back home to Arkansas? And how was practice? Was practice different? Was it more intense? Like, tell us about that, fam.
Well, I came from, like, the craziest, like, set of coaches out of high school. Like, we had, like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't a college practice harder than my senior year in high school. Man. But that being said, like, knowing how everybody else practices are, we definitely had, like, the more intense practices. And our coach, Coach Muss, he's a good coach, and he had a lot of energy. And he was just, to be honest, he's a little crazy. So
you got a crazy story from him?
Man,
we need that, fam.
Like a reaction.
Reaction?
Yeah, like something he did. Like, man, he tripping.
Man, we was in Maui, that tournament I was talking about. Yeah. We almost beat Creighton. This, like, at the time, it's a 9 versus 8 matchup, or 9 versus 10. We were number 9. They were either 8 or 10. So it's a big game. And we're just going at it, like, haymaker, like, dunk. We're coming down, dunk. They hit a 3. We come down, hit a 3. And it was a super close game, but my boy Jay Walsh, he kind of made, like, a little mistake. Like, he stepped in the lane when I shot before I made my free throw, so my free throw didn't count. Then he gave up an offensive rebound. So we're watching in the film, and must seen the clip. He just started going crazy. That's like everybody was saying that's as mad as they seen him, but he just
He just be spazzing out.
grabbing chairs, going crazy. He would. I mean, I don't know. He was mad that day, but obviously we lost like a top 10 matchup, and we got moved out the top 10 because of that. And I feel like if we would have won that, we would have beat Arizona next in the championship, and that could have changed our whole season. So, yeah. I mean, I felt bad for Jordan that day, but that was definitely what made him spaz out the most out of every game.
Nah, for sure. But do you just feel like he was just trying to, hold you guys accountable and, push y'all to your maximum potential? Because y'all got a lot of eyes on y'all, especially if you deciding, okay, yeah, I want to declare for the draft after this. So it's like kind of his responsibility now to mold you into the player that you're going to be. So do you feel like it was just all love, like pushing you, want you to be the best version?
Yeah, 100%. That's what Muns told us he was going to do, too, when we committed to him.
Nah, for sure.
That's kind of like, I think, why a lot of us committed to him, because he was going to push us like that. And we know it's not like that he don't like us or something like that. We know it's all love. And, yeah, I mean, I think that's why he's a good coach and why his players got a lot of success. It's just because of the way he coaches super hard and stays on us. But, yeah, we definitely knew it was all love, but in the moment it could be tough just sitting there getting cooked.
No, for real, no stunt. It's like it's like when your parents getting on your ass. I know the feeling.
Yeah.
But how was it like the facility and stuff? Like, well, I had seen that y'all had like some type of little sleeping thing, and like, what was that?
Man, you've been in there. But nah, it's
I seen it though.
it's just like, I mean, it's SEC, so we're gonna have the best facilities probably out of all the conferences. We got they got the most money. We got the best football schools, so that's how you get the money for the school. But yeah, we got he was talking about them sleeping pods, like
I
it's
heard,
like a
I ain't
room
seen them though.
connected to our locker room where you can just go in there. It's like a little pod that goes around you. Like you just kick your feet up and you can just go to sleep. So we just got small stuff like that. We got a nice weight room, just all type of stuff. We use the track a lot to run on there. But yeah, I mean, it's just super nice, and that's just how the SEC is for all the schools. Is nice like that.
So, what about the physical therapy? Did you get do you feel like you were able to take better care of your body whenever you got to college, and like they're doing better at rehabilitating you whenever you got little nicks and minor injuries and stuff?
Yeah, we had elite trainers too. My boy Matt, that was our trainer's name. That's like he was keeping us. We had a couple injuries. A couple people could have missed games, but he was keeping us like ready. Like he was making our injuries like playable. Like we was playing through them with his help. And I was in there a lot, just like you said, working on my body and stuff like that. I mean, it's way different than high school because these people, like, it's their job. Like, this is their profession. It's like to do stuff like that and keep you ready to play. So this is definitely that was definitely the best I took care of my body my whole life. And I think for a lot of kids it is because you don't really think about it as much till you got it right there in your practice facility. You could just go in there before practice, after practice, and stuff like that.
So did you kind of take that with you whenever you left the facility too, or you man, fuck it, I'm eating whatever I want. McDonald's drive-through, man, how does that let's keep it real.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, I don't think food wasn't as big a focus for me in college, to be honest, but all the scraping, needling, cupping, those boots, the stuff that keeps your body and legs feeling good, I was all for that. But no, I would go straight out of there and go to Chick-fil-A or something, or
sure.
Cane's or Taco Bell or something.
Hey, well, they ain't gave us the sponsorship yet, fam. Don't drop them names.
Yeah, nah, gotta cut that out.
Nah, I'm just playing with you. So, what made you feel like, man, I think I'm ready to, transition from college ball to the NBA because, realistically, you graduated in 2022, correct?
Yeah.
High school.
Yeah.
So, it's 2023. That's a year later, fam. What made you feel like it's time, I'm ready?
In that tournament, the Maui Tournament, that's where I gained, my whole swag and confidence and all that. So, from then on, I kind of knew, this was probably going to be the year that it was going to happen. So, yeah, I mean, I just played with a lot of confidence all year. And I kind of knew that I had a chance to get out of there after this year. But, yeah, I mean, that tournament really, flipped the switch for me, for real.
It's solidified.
Yeah.
He said he stumped where he from. Stop playing. No, for real. That's what's up, fam. So, was there any, is there any jitters or nervousness, or what do you feel like you need to, work on to take your game to the next level to be able to compete with the best of the best competition?
Just sharpening everything on offense, whether it's my ball handling, shooting, passing, just reading the defense, all type of stuff. But I feel like I'm ready for it, to be honest. I put in a lot of work since the season's been over, and I got a lot better. So, I mean, yeah, I'm excited and ready to see what it's talking about.
Man, I want to know, so, like, no matter what's going to turn you up? Like, what song pregame, like, all right, no matter what, I'm going to put my motherfucking headphones on, I'm going to play this song, and I'm going to be turned up. Like, what is that song for you, fam?
I don't even know if it's one song, but
It's a few songs.
It's a few different people. Like, it just depends on what I'm feeling. Like,
All right.
It depends on, like, what type of game it is. Like, if I know it's static, or, like, if it's like we're about to go to war for real.
Yeah.
You listen to any Yayo for the game?
Definitely. Yayo, PV, Lil Ronnie.
No, for real.
Yayo.
Man,
Sick. All
Dexter,
in.
and I've been seeing them
everybody.
shouting you out on IG. How does that feel to be getting support from, rappers in your city, bigger rappers in your city, really supporting the movement and, like, really trying to see you win, because you don't really see that too often.
Yeah, nah, it's lit. I was going to listen to them regardless if they knew I was or not, so
No, for sure.
kind of just seeing them just mess with me, it's pretty cool. But yeah, we've been listening. Me and Cam put me on a couple years ago.
Man, who you think put him on?
Nobody. Big homie.
Self-made.
Oh, for real.
He blowing smoke up your ass. You think that? But man, so tell us about, like, cause about what 2-3 years ago, people weren't getting NIL deals. So, like, if you can speak on that, tell us, like, how that's different now, and, like, the impact that the NIL deals are making on you, and, like,
Yeah.
what a common person wouldn't know about, what really goes down in those deals.
Because some schools don't even, like, they don't be, like, like, they say NIL, but people don't be getting their NIL and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that.
Nah, I mean, it's a big difference because, like, all the money the school's been making off players for, like, the last however many years.
Facts.
Now it's finally, like, we get to get some of that back, or players get to get some of that back, so it's pretty cool. And, yeah, I mean, it just changed, like, the perspective. Like, if you're not for sure going to get drafted, you might want to come back because you're going to make some money in college anyway. And it's just stuff like that. It's pretty cool because before, like, it's like sometimes you probably don't even got money.
Facts.
But, like, with the NIL stuff, you can do little stuff for yourself and
Like,
be comfortable.
they, like, reach out, like, through, like, the school, like, companies and stuff. Like,
Yeah. Usually they reach out. Yeah, they usually hit you, like, most schools got a person for it.
Oh, okay.
And then also, like, some people sign with an agency for NIL only until they're ready to go to the league. They might get a new agency. But, no, I didn't have an agency for NIL until, like, the last 2 weeks. So, basically, all my stuff was going through the school.
So, like, is there any, like, NILs that, like, you kind of, like, because I know they're all different. Like, is there any of them you like, nah, I ain't finna do that? Like, they try to have you in some draws or something.
Nah, I mean, it's some, but you kind of just got to balance out, like, how much they're trying to give you and the time and what they want you to do.
Worth it.
Yeah, it's kind of all that. Like, it could be hard to turn down, like, an amount of money like that, like, a year ago you did not have.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
definitely didn't have a year ago. But at the same time, you got to, like, keep your value high. And you can't be...
taking anything, though?
You can't just be taking anything, yeah. But you could definitely be able to tell, like, when you get it and just look at it, you'll be able to, like, be like, nah, it's probably not it. Or, yeah, there's something I want to do.
So are you able to disclose one of those deals you looked at and you was like, hell no, like, you can't do that?
Nah, but I'll just say, like, the stuff I really didn't like was having to post too many, like, I ain't, like, had to post on my page, like, 4 or 5 different times.
Yeah, I feel that.
'Cause I really, like, during the season, I really wasn't posting too much anyway.
Yeah.
So, like, having to do that, or even just seeing it on my page, just 5 in a row, like, stuff like that is what I try to stay away from.
Nah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
And just to go back and pivot off of what you said, because I was watching this documentary series on Netflix. It's called Last Chance U. And so they was talking about, like, man, how they was hungry, how they was struggling in college. And you were like, man, that like really turned people up because it's really changing their lives. And like you said, like, it's kind of hard to turn down X amount of dollars when you ain't never seen that type of money in your life before. Right. So, like, I just wanted to backtrack on that and be like, man, yeah, I think that was super dope and it changed the game forever. Because I definitely think that college players need to be compensated for the value that they bring into those teams. Like, let's put this for instance, like not even on in college basketball, but Cam Newton turned the whole Auburn up. I don't even think anybody was thinking about going to Auburn before it was Cam Newton.
That's facts.
And he didn't get compensated, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, AB, man. So now that you're declared for the draft, I saw you at the combine on your IG. You care to tell us a little bit about that and how that was?
Yeah, it was cool. I didn't really hoop or nothing like that because luckily what I did throughout the season kind of carried like enough weight, so I didn't have to go play some more at the combine.
That's hard though.
Yeah,
super hard.
But I still did like the testing, vertical sprint stuff, all that. But it was cool. Just seeing everybody. What happened?
Ran a 40?
Nah, it's like 3/4 of the. It's called 3/4 sprint, like 3/4 of the court sprint. I don't know, but it's kind of like that, like a little 40.
What your vert was?
It was 39. Okay. I was trying to get that 40 though, but I didn't get it. But it was cool though, and just you also meet with the teams at the combine for the first time, so talking to the GMs and stuff like that was pretty cool. And yeah, it was a cool week.
It just made it all feel real, huh?
Yeah, that was definitely where it was like, even still feels surreal, but like, actually being at the combine was like, wow, this is crazy. Yeah. Like, I'm actually finna go like to the draft and to the combine.
Seeing the jersey and stuff. Like.
Yeah, like getting the combine jersey was just like, dang.
That's hard.
That was supposed to be me, fam. Shit, I hurt my ankle. You know how that shit go.
That's what I'm telling you.
Shit, I was busting his ass his whole life. He can't say nothing.
Crazy as hell. You see why he don't play no more.
Man, stop playing.
You can't trust a nigga with a low cut.
Man, what they used to call me.
That nigga would have cut that low, he getting smacked.
Man, what they used to call me, man. Jump out the gym. Stop playing.
Nigga run out the gym. That's what they call it.
Run out the gym.
Crazy as hell.
Shit.
Man. That's what's up though, fam. Let's get into that valid or not valid, fam. Yeah. Nah, for real. So basically, I'm gonna ask you a question, and all you gotta say is like valid or not valid. And if you want to, you can elaborate and explain a little bit on it. So like, whenever you hooping in a game, say for instance, like if a nigga saw Ricky coming down the lane and he about to go up and boom on somebody, is it valid?
Yes.
To step out the way, or is that pussy?
No, that is valid. If you see Ricky coming down. As soon as Ricky gets to the 3-point line, if he's still running full speed, I'm out the way.
Damn.
Nah, that's valid.
That's valid.
It's better. Like you might as well just get the ball out the net and go the other way.
Rather than getting put on ESPN.
You get dunked on. They might call a foul. Then he's standing over you. It's like, nah, you can move out the way. Man. Especially if you get there late. Nah, you might as well just stay out the way. That's valid.
You ain't never had nothing like that? No scenario where somebody's coming down late like, damn, let me get out the way.
No, I have.
B said, I'm going to tuck that tail.
I'm going to get that ball out and go the other way.
You're going to take that little 2 on the chin, huh?
That was crazy.
Man. Well, what you got, Cam?
For valid or not valid, this just says, describe the time you got your chain taken in L.A.
Boy, he's Cam. Describe the time Cam was scared in Memphis.
We can
I forgot about that shit.
We can tell that story real quick.
But that's Chris.
Oh, you on? Oh.
Nah, Tristan don't even know.
That's false, though. So we was in Memphis, right?
Nigga made you strip, huh?
Hell no. I'm almost. So we in Memphis, right? It was for the Iverson Classic. So me and Christian went to the gas station. It was late. It was probably like 2 a.m. We at this hotel. And we walked to the gas stations, and they're all just closed. Like, I'm like, this ain't even look right. Like, why they closed?
They was not closed.
Man, they was closed. So I think we went to like 1 or 2, and then Christian was like, I think we can just wait here because it said like the paper said something about how they was just doing some cleaning or something like that. Nah. So Christian was like, we can just wait right here and see if somebody's gonna come. And then I just started looking around a little bit. I'm like, wait, it's 2 a.m. We in Memphis.
Man.
So then I was like, I think it's time for us to head back.
No, they said Cam got ran out of Memphis.
Man, you know that's what happened.
He crazy. If I got ran out of Memphis, shit.
Nigga gave me a call. Big cuz, what I'm gonna do? Fight, nigga.
Nigga crazy as hell. Yeah, so the Christian, he started laughing so hard. His AirPods fell out his pocket, and he fell off the curb laughing so hard. Yeah, I mean, we ain't gonna say no names, but somebody got that peeled the next day.
Nah, yeah. Somebody did for real.
Yeah.
It wasn't me though.
Somebody that was
don't say
around
like it
us.
was me.
Somebody else around us, yeah, they got peeled the next day. So they ended up saying, "Oh, Cam, you was right. They out there, they living like that." So I knew I wasn't tripping. I just felt the energy. I'm looking around. I mess around and something happened. We and him. He green. We just standing right here.
He said he green. He was being pussy, wasn't he, bro?
Nah,
You know what
nigga lying for the camera.
Hey, it sound about right.
Nigga crazy as hell.
Bro.
Niggas used to do that like
No stunt boxing coming soon.
put a nigga right on his ass.
Finna have a segment called "Slap a Nigga to Your Left." Not you though, nigga.
Nah, you had it right. Nah, man, I got one more question for you, AB. Then we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man. Like, what's one player that you were watching, like, growing up or even like in high school, whatever, that you like, man, like I really admire his game. I know you said Gilbert Arenas, but like this in the league right now, and you like I cannot wait to match up against them. Like when the idols turn to rivals moment. Like,
probably one of the craziest players is gonna be like I feel crazy playing against probably KD.
nah, for real, that's
Like,
crazy.
Yeah, I feel like KD, like, you don't really see him. Like, you don't just see him out or nothing. Like,
Yeah.
he's kind of like, I don't know. It just feels weird. Like, it's not like, I mean, like, you see Ja, all around the city, stuff like that. You kind of know, like, what he be on. Like, KD, you don't really know. So I wonder, like, it's going to be weird just like, all right, this KD.
Thanks. I know why you don't see him outside. That nigga don't brush his damn hair. Shit.
Oh, God, his shit look like your shit.
Crazy than a motherfucker. Yeah. But man, AB, we appreciate you for your time, man. You a real one for popping through, man.
Appreciate you pulling
Hey,
up.
hold on. I got a question for, when's the next fight?
Dang.
Rolly Romero.
What you got?
He don't look like Rolly Romero?
Man, he do.
Nah.
Come on, Rolly.
Nigga said Rolly Romero.
Give us the next fight. Give us the inside scoop. Who
Shit.
we fighting
Next fight in 30 seconds. The nigga to my right.
Nah.
Gonna look like Ronald McDonald got swept on his feet in this motherfucker.
Man, it's been a pleasure, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to No Stunt TV.
Nah, for real.
Let's go.